The following episode is dedicated to our loyal listeners in Ramaley, Wiltshire.
Welcome to the STEEZ. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Terry Targo.
We're going again for you, the listener, and
2023. Keeping it real with the STEEZ and whatnot.
yeah, we're forging ahead and we're living large.
Yeah, ticking boxes and taking names.
It's kicking ass and taking notes.
Yeah, okay.
Something like that.
Remember to kick ass next time.
Yeah.
That's how the notes go.
Remember to monetize the podcast.
Yeah,
Put that on
I'd love to know how that works.
Yeah.
I watched a bloody documentary on Mr. Beast.
Right.
And he's talking big numbers. You know, like if you want to crack that $10 million, whoa, I'm getting 10.
10 people.
Yeah, not 10 mil. So,
It's a lot of people.
and then he was also saying that it's not subscriptions because they look at the stats, and the viewership isn't coming from the it's not coming from the subscribers. It's coming from like organic.
Yeah, so the more subscribers you have, the more that YouTube will push your videos.
Yeah, right.
And then the video gets 100 million views.
Yeah, right.
But he might only have, I don't know, a couple million. No, I think he's got like 200 million subscribers
Yeah, he's got a lot
across all
See what I'm saying?
platforms.
So it's like, do you take the advice of somebody that's already a success? It's like, go fuck yourself.
He's
God
more
bless him.
YouTube based though.
Yeah, I know, but it's like,
He's not a podcast.
anyway, let's see what we can achieve. Let's see if we can up our game this episode and get into a good and proper, shall we?
Well, let's get into it right now then.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, right, here it is, right here.
Welcome to Mytheries. This week's dish, I hope to solve some of these mysteries.
Okay, let's have at it.
Like 14 of the biggest historical mysteries that will probably never be solved.
Give me 4.
Well, if we can solve at least one of them, we're doing well,
Okay,
aren't
well,
we?
let's hear some of them. We'll pick and choose which ones we choose to solve and skip the rest.
Okay, let's have a look.
Anytime. Whenever you're ready.
Number 1.
With a bullet.
Was King Arthur real? Oh, I should say this comes from livescience.com.
Oh, yeah. So you know it's real.
Was King Arthur real?
Was he just a painting and a myth?
Yeah, it's like, was he just like a character on the front of a beans can? Or something like that.
Okay, yeah, okay.
King Arthur's beans.
King Pud. Yes, yeah, true, okay. Okay.
We just don't know.
Yeah, because like...
And the story behind him is just the what you read. You know, like you buy a He-Man toy, and he had a little booklet saying, you know, what is Mr. B? What's what a character,
Okay,
Mr. B or something.
Yeah, okay, Mr. He. Man.
And it's a backstory.
Yeah,
So maybe
okay.
it's just
an elaborate backstory
Mhm.
with a few hand-painted things to legitimize it. Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
What about Jack the Ripper?
Oh yeah, I reckon that's a myth. I reckon that's I reckon what we're looking at there is your classic murder cult scenario. Maybe some witchy poos.
Oh,
Or
like
some organ harvesting.
first rule about Murder Club is no one talks about Murder Club.
No one talks about Jack the Ripper Club.
Because there's no way he was doing it by himself.
Well, it's like, you know, like the Dear John letters, right? Clearly it's not John. Well, everyone's going, who's John, right?
Yeah.
Who's Jack? Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, right.
So is he just like... I heard a crazy theory throwing around that back in the oldie Bible sort of days, that Mary...
Yeah.
Because you know how there's lots of Marys. Marys of Magdalene, Marys of...
the other one.
You know, like Proud Mary and the rest. That Mary's was like not a cult but a sect of Mary, right?
Like a bunch of nuns.
Yeah. So then when you hear the word Mary, you go, right. It's like you're a Scientologist or you're a Mary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you throw in all these Marys into the story and you think that they're people because it's a common name. but are we talking like Jack as a group?
I've got you.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. That's not too bad, actually.
No one ripper.
No, and then probably some sort of politician or king/prince, no doubt.
Yeah, gotcha.
Baby eaters and mutilators.
And whatnot.
Where is Jimmy Hoffa? It was a...
Where was he buried? Because did we establish the mob got to him and did something?
Yeah, who was Hoffa again?
He was like something shut down the unions. Something dead.
America.
Something where's his body?
Something
never recovered.
Yeah, I thought it was in the Hoover Dam.
Yeah, okay. Or it's in the pitch. In the middle of the diamond on the bloody
Yankee Stadium.
Yankee Stadium. Yeah.
Could be that.
Can't solve that one. Next.
Let's see. Hoffa's body was on the Giants Stadium in New Jersey. However, that theory's been debunked.
Because they've repitched it.
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't find anybody. I think they did a big scan and didn't come up with any anomalies.
Yeah, Mythbusters did it, didn't they?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Where's Cleopatra's tomb?
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah.
Always
right.
hearing about this fanciful Cleopatra. Oh, she was
This and that.
She was
Caesar.
beautiful.
She was the last Caesar.
Empress.
It was like, what do you call it? Pharaoh.
Yeah.
First female pharaoh.
And the last.
Pharaoh.
And you never see where she's buried. There's no news about it.
Or is it like the scenario where she takes off her bloody crown and her hair falls down and they go, "It was a woman"?
Oh, yeah.
You know, like in all those 80s movies
Yeah,
where she races the car and takes off the hair.
Anyway, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Who is Julius Caesar's son?
Oh, okay. I reckon there was about 100 of them.
Yeah.
To be honest.
You're Julius, and you're
Yes,
Julius.
put my seat over here and put my seat over there.
It's like George Foreman. He's got like 25 kids. All George, Georgina, Georgette, Georgie second, Georgie third.
George Jr.
George Benson over there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
George.
Okay. Yeah, again with the Mary, again with the Jack scenario. He's a George.
This is part of the George cult.
Yeah.
Big fists.
Predominantly cooking hamburgers without the oil.
Always find George Foreman grills in people's roofs. I don't know what I'm doing in people's roofs all the time. In their sheds, rummage around, gonna find a George Foreman grill.
Signature.
Okay. Oh, what was the fate of the Ark of the Covenant?
I reckon it's in Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, you say?
Yeah, this particular chapel. And they claim to be the holders of the thing. But you can't ever get in the thing to look at the thing to know if it's actually there.
Use your words.
So it's a myth.
When was Jesus born?
Jesus was born the day he was came into earth.
Do you know what they say
What?
about that?
What?
April the 1st.
Oh, April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
The podcast birthday.
Yeah, and then that's... maybe
Are
it
you
was...
Jesus?
Could be. Yeah, April 1st. Oh, was that the calendar? No, they messed with the calendar. And it should have been the actual start of the year is April 1st.
Isn't that Easter?
And then they made it April Fool's Day because suck at you again with this new calendar.
Like you're praising his death around April, Easter, new life, and they put him in the tomb. He was crucified during Easter. So they're mixing it up. So instead of celebrating his birth, we're celebrating his death.
Yeah,
so
they really want
to.
Fooled you again.
Got you again.
The
April
devil.
Fool's Day,
Bloody devil. He's a scallywag.
The bloody devil.
Yeah,
he
he's
is.
a scallywag.
He is.
He'll get in there. All right. Well, the city of Atlantis.
Yeah, we've heard about that.
Where's the Holy Grail? The
Yeah.
cup of Christie.
Yeah. I do like Indiana Jones's take that it's like a really low key
Wooden cup.
Well, I know we've covered this on previous casts where we've talked about
The cup of Christ was just a catering glass.
it's just a catering glass because it's like the cup that he drank from was at the restaurant.
It was just
when
a
they were
set.
having the final
Final
thing.
supper.
So when it went back into the dishwasher and came out, did it wash the Christ off it? Gonna get this Christ right out of my hair. Yeah.
A holy
Christ.
Christ. All right, well, that's another Mytheries solved.
Is it? Still pretty up in the air. Rin Tin Tin, it's Din Dins for Tim Tim. Can you read us? Because I noticed you bought the old Reader's Digestibles menu with you. 1970s.
Yeah, we touched on this last episode. If you
Yeah.
handy menu cards.
Yeah, for those
recipes.
din ideas.
Yeah, and we've got we're in at the moment, I think we're in the pastries. Oh no, hot pudding cards.
Hot pudding is a category.
Yeah, sure is.
Can't you isn't that first card just like pudding served hot?
Jam pudding.
Okay, it sounds delish.
Yeah, no, that's not too crazy, but there are some crazy bloody recipes in here. Let's see if we can find. I should have brought the other box because this is
The other box is a bit more dated.
It's a bit more dated.
And
It's
a bit
crazy.
more international.
And way more dates.
Yeah,
and
lots
more
of dates, lots of cherry things.
What about? Do you fancy some coffee raisin pudding?
Coffee raisin pudding.
Yeah.
These actually sound quite delish.
Yeah,
What else? What other puddings are there? Let's just go quick flashcard
Okay.
reel off.
Chocolate apricot sponge.
Yeah, not a big fan of apricot.
Lemon crumb pudding. Pud.
Oh,
Blackberry roly poly.
pud.
Golden cat pud.
Ooh, that sounds good. That's got to be a caramel.
Gingerbread plum pud. So this is
Yeah,
not
so
too
I'm
bad.
but I'm not big on these plums, apricots, dried fruit category fruits.
Mm.
Like it's almost as if like I know you don't like these fruits on their own, so here's a way to use them. So when you're down at the old Coles New World order, making your order, you're finding
Like the green cherries and the fake
yeah,
cherries and
yeah,
the clear fake cherries.
or the yellow capsicums, for example.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well, you're going to love this one.
Yeah, go.
Pear gingerbread upside down pud.
Okay.
Have a squidgeridoo. It's got the
Oh,
tradition.
see, it sounds modern on the title, but when you see the card with the washed out yellow look, the glazed pears.
Everything's glazed.
I like this pear gingerbread. What they're really saying here is the decoration is pear, not the flavor.
Of the pud.
So
no,
the
yeah.
pud's gingerbread,
Mm.
and they're like, how can we de-ginge? Because everyone's looking to de-ginge.
Why wouldn't they dehydrate the pears, put it in the gingerbread?
Infuse it. So every time you buy, yeah, but then does that turn into a Christmas pud? You see, because you know how you got in Christmas pud, you got those varieties of disgusting.
There's. We'll go to the Christmas section if you want.
Nah. I'm done with fucking Christmas, mate. I can tell you that much. I'm up to me bloody tits end in Christmas paraphernalia.
But for sure, there's cherries on there.
There's always a cherry on top.
Always, of course it does.
Give us three more of your fave pud selections.
These ones aren't too bad.
Go.
Egg custard, rice pud, bird's nest pud,
Oh yeah.
spiced apple charlotte.
Oh, spiced apple shards.
Shards, nah. Look, pineapple fritz.
So these titles are delish.
Okay. When you hear honey apples,
Delish.
not too bad, eh?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a look?
Okay, honey apples. Oh my god. It's
What have they done to it over there?
Well,
Tim?
they've made it look like pud, right? But it's an apple with cherries and leaves jammed in the top, and the bottom half is obviously dipped in honey and then rolled in. I don't know, something that looks like it makes me allergic.
On the back there, you'll see what the key ingredient
Serve
is.
hot with custard, sweetened with honey instead of sugar or cream. To vary, honey may be used in place of jam for the glaze. Best eaten immediately. So no good on the reheat.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll take this home for later. There's no laters.
Well, most of these are served cold. It's like, I don't know if they had the...
Heating, does this predate microwaves?
Yeah, probably.
Mm.
Probably does. Fruit and walnut sponge. Now we're into family cakes cards. so
Yeah,
we're
see, I'm not a big
get-
fan of walnut. Right?
Yeah. I hear.
Not a big fan of walnut. Not a big fan of cinnamon. Right?
Mm.
I think they're slightly overrated. Like, you got your Waldorf salad, made famous at the New York Waldorf Hotel. Serious.
I know.
They did the salad,
Yeah.
and then somehow it's made to the rest of the world, including, sometimes in front of me. And I picked the
The walnuts got to go.
I don't like it.
It's
Don't like 'em.
too much of a
They're a
walnut.
bit sickly.
You need to like dice up a walnut.
Yeah, what? Imitating a pecan or a peanut, perhaps?
Mixed in with other nuts.
Oh, so you can't quite.
Can't really
Put
tell
your
which one's the
finger on it.
walnut, but you're
Yeah.
getting all the proteins.
What kind of nuts are these? My nuts.
These nuts.
These nuts? Has anybody done a variety of nuts?
Probably
Called these nuts?
Snoop Doggy Dog.
Has done it?
Probably. He's got all that.
Because this is
Lock
no
and
longer
lockdown.
Pitch That Bitch. Or was it Pitch That Bitch? No, that was the last segment.
Yeah, I don't know where. Oh,
Okay.
this is Kitchen Corner.
Kitchen Corner.
Or
Tim Tim's for Din Dins. well, this time we covered some delicious, delectable desserts. Next time, bring in the retro version.
yeah.
And we'll see what puds they suggest.
Oh yeah, and we could like get a whole menu going. So appetizers.
Oh,
And there
like
you
a
go.
jump in the turnstile dinner party menu.
Yeah, there you go.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Are you an elite kind of person? Do you have a shitload of money? Do you like the finer things in life? Polish, escargot, fine wine, blue vein cheese? Then you're a prestige kind of person. Hi, I'm James Esquire Whittlebottom III from Prestige Cars. Here at Prestige Cars, we don't just sell cars. We sell a lifestyle of deep-seated greed and everlasting excess. So if you have lots of gold, diamond, pearl, and aftershave, come on down to Prestige Cars for all your prestige needs. Golden Goose Drive, Sapphire Beach.
G'day, boys.
Hello, mate.
Sean.
Yeah, good to have you back.
Yeah.
It's good to be
Bloody
back.
2023, mate.
Bloody oath. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's to you. Haven't seen much
and
around.
to you, and also with you.
And also with you. And to everybody else, of course. But yeah. Happy New Year. You know, I didn't really get into it this year. The whole calendrical
The celebration.
cycle. Yeah, not really.
Okay.
That was going around. I did hear
Yeah.
that on the streets. I'm not going out.
Yeah,
We're staying
couldn't
at
be
home.
bothered.
Can't be bothered.
But yeah, and also just the blatant. I mean, a good party, a good celebration, and it's good to blow out the cobwebs on these things, you know, and to get involved. But there was something about it that it was without a sense of relevance to me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I wondered why. I felt like a bit of a party pooper. And then I saw something that made me realise that maybe I wasn't too misled
Okay.
with my perceptions. And that fact was that that New Year's, it's not an objective state.
Okay.
It's not something that because we take it quite for granted. You know, the way that we observe calendrical things as these objective forms of reality.
Right. So now it's New Year's Eve 2022. Now it's New Year's Day 2023.
Yeah, I mean, even that perception, you know, and I mean, you can, like, it loses relevance. The more you look at it, the more you pick it apart, the less relevance it has.
Okay.
I mean, you can start by a really simple thing like time zones.
Yeah,
Like, we
yeah,
can be
yeah.
going,
Yeah.
Everybody, no, you listen to me,
And- and 600 kilometres down the road,
It's not New Year's Eve.
it's not
yet.
New Year's
Right.
yet, or it has been already.
Hmm.
I mean, that's one way to where
Definitely.
it's losing its relevance, but it keeps. And then there's the issue of the fact that the calendar's made up, the Gregorian calendar.
Yep.
That's right.
That's
yes.
Well,
I think there's another 46 calendars or something, isn't there?
I know that there's an extra month, 13 months.
Where do we find that?
Well, they got rid
I
of
could
it.
use it.
Yeah,
I
I
could
know.
use that month.
yeah. So we have only had the Gregorian calendar since 1582.
Oh, yeah. Good, good
Implemented
year.
by Pope Gregory VIII.
Oh,
That
Greg.
prick.
Come on, Greg.
Previous to that, Europe adhered to the Julian calendar, first implemented by Julius Caesar in 46 BC. But the Roman emperor's system miscalculated the length of the solar year by 11 minutes. And you can imagine the debauchery that would ensue.
That's where maths fails ya.
Yeah. So Julius Caesar
Was bad at maths.
was that's July,
Yeah,
isn't
good
it?
at salad, bad at maths.
July is Julius. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see where you're going there.
But then I saw something else that exposed it even further.
Hmm.
And this stuff makes perfect sense. Stuff that we take as objective reality. Even really basic things aren't objective, let alone the makeup of the physical structure of the universe itself. Even these things that we really take for granted. and I saw this list that showed me the New Year's dates of different regions around the world.
Oh, okay, so how many times we could celebrate it?
How many times could
Well,
you technically celebrate New
well,
Year's in one
even
year?
on New Year's Day, you could go from Hawaii to the States, and then maybe you get New Zealand, and then maybe
Exactly.
four.
Even on the day, you could do a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's time zone relative, but culturally relative. If you just set
Oh,
yourself,
different dates altogether.
Well, Chinese New Year.
that's a great example. So we all know, and it's getting to be slight common knowledge now
Okay,
that
yeah,
Chinese New Year is a different
Yep,
thing.
yep.
And we basically view that as fucking weirdos.
heathens.
You know, like
Pagans.
Yeah, they do. It's some weird thing they do, and they make cakes and you
Yeah.
know whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a real thing because it's culturally subjective. How many? If you set yourself
How many
to it,
different
how
ones?
many New Year's parties do you think you could have in a year?
Well, I reckon we're having there's 300, 600 languages being spoken at the moment. Some 100 people or less.
Okay.
300,
doing the maths.
350 languages in America or in LA. So I would say
Your time's up.
probably 60.
You're bloody close.
Oh, really? I
Bloody
was going to
close.
say 400 and something.
Yeah. When you're throwing those numbers around, I was like, well, so far in this list that was provided to me,
By the internet.
there's 32 different
Oh, right.
New Years around the
cool.
world.
Do we get to spread them out over the year, or is there a big cluster of them?
No, they're pretty well spread, but they seem to be. There's probably 5 or 6 sort of times which are so like the Japanese is the same as ours, and obviously the Chinese is in January 22nd, and that's and Korea shares that, and then there's a bunch of others like Maya, Igbo, Mexica, Kurdish. They're around February, March. Goes into and Balinese, Iranian around the same time, and then it goes into April. Assyrian, Burmese, Cambodian, Bengali.
We're looking down the barrel of all these days off.
The party worm. Was wham was all.
Yeah.
But on this same list, it also stipulates what year, according to their calendar, they
It
think
is.
it is.
Okay.
And they're all very different to 2023.
Right,
Very
okay.
different.
Is
Some
there
are-
any that's way in the future? Or are they
Yeah,
all
there
set in
is
the
one.
past?
There's the Yoruba calendar says it's
Aruba.
says it's 10,065.
Okay.
10065.
But
That
they
sounds-
got. I can see why, like the Gregorians, for example, went. I don't want to write that many numbers. Too many to remember. Let's just call it year 0. Start time now. Do you know what I mean? So they didn't have to, in all those forms, fill out the year.
Extra zeros.
Because you know how it's hard to do.
It is 10,752. My name is Jeremy the blacksmith.
How the Europeans figured out that the Julian calendar was 11 minutes out. Like how...
Someone that knew maths or the birth of the calculator.
Yeah. Or they like been
How
doing
they
all
work it out?
this
They
long
just go,
and
wait,
the
what's
guy
your
who's
clock?
been doing
What's your
it-
watch say?
Oh no, what?
Cosmic-
My watch is out.
Well,
Like,
11
Well,
mins.
exactly 11 mins.
Yeah.
Well, I like this. The year is 10,000 such and such, because isn't that the sort of in line with the last ice age?
Okay.
Oh, right.
You know,
Is it?
and there were cavemen and stuff around that, weren't they?
That's
Humans
no,
are
that's-
around.
That's an extra number, so that's in the future.
Yeah.
That's in the future. There's one here that's the Sheik says 555.
Oh,
555.
The Baha'i, I don't know how to say that word.
Yeah, that's how
says
I
it's-
would have
says
said
it's
it that
the
way.
Year 180.
180.
180.
Yeah.
So they must have been going in minuses. It's minus 900, and then they've
Yeah.
just got to. When was their 0?
Who knows how
100
long
years ago.
their years are though?
That's true. Maybe a year is 2 dances around the sun.
Yeah.
If you believe in that.
Whatever happened to
Model.
AD and BC? Because isn't there BCE and all
Yeah,
these
because
new
they
ones?
changed it. BCE is before Common Era now. Era.
Okay.
AD was
What they changed it before
changed it.
Christ to before.
yeah. It's before Christ. Is before Common Era.
Yeah.
You've got to take the
right.
Christ out of everything.
Yeah, you got to take bloody Christ out.
That's
But they
Get that
started.
Christ out of there.
Didn't they start day 0? Year 0 was the birth of Christ. Isn't that
That's
basing
what.
it on
That's,
it?
I think that's
that
what
was
we-
yeah. That's how they apparently, that's how I've learnt that they've gone about that.
But now it's not that.
Yeah.
Not that.
But interesting. That is interesting because I don't know the details of that. So you have before Christ and then it's after death. Is that right?
No, it's
No, now it's
Anno,
gotta be-
Anno Domini, which actually translate in Latin as in the year of the Lord.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
So,
But you'll probably find that, no, I don't know if that's true or not. But my grade 6 teacher tried to tell us that.
Yeah.
So I'm just regurgitating one school memory, and that's the only memory I have of
Yeah.
school.
Okay, let's see what it says here. The term AD and BC have their roots in Christianity. AD stands for Anno Domino.
Oh, there you
for
go. I said Domini, sorry.
Yeah, Domini it
bloody
is.
close. As far as I can see.
Latin for in the year of the Lord.
Bam.
So was the start of the 2000 year rule of Christ?
I guess so.
And let's go. And it
I guess so.
refers specifically to the birth of Jesus. BC stands for before Christ, right?
Oh.
But now, why is BC and AD no longer used? It is an
Yeah.
important reason for adopting BCE and CE is your religious neutrality.
Right.
So we don't want
Yeah,
to
so-
piss off anyone.
So you're going to scrub that Christ right out of that date.
But according to this list
Scrub it
here,
right out of your
according
date.
to this list here, no one else would give a fuck because they've got their own
Yeah.
calendars.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
So if you're going saying it's 2023, it means you're a Catholic. You're
Yeah.
a believer in the Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since the Gregorian calendar has superseded other calendars to become the most international standard, a one world calendar, if you will, members of non-Christian groups may object to the explicit Christian origins of BC and AD.
Right.
Oh, yes.
And the Gregorian sounds like a type of car, like the Toyota Gregorian. Do you reckon?
But,
Travel in time if you drive it quick enough.
and they do
time
those
travel.
Gregorian chants as well, so the car sort of sounds like.
That's true. They are the Gregorians.
Well, I think we've done it again.
I think
I think you had a really positive start to the year, to
Yeah.
the New Year's. Sean, you seem
You've
like
had a multiple start to the New Year's by the sound of that list.
And the good news in this is, if you mess up all of your New Year's resolutions, then forget about
Oh,
it.
you've got 40
Get your passport.
Yeah.
get your passport and just hop on over to Mexico City.
Do I have to convert to Mayan lifestyles if I'm going by the Mayan calendar? Like if I switch from Christianity to
Well, you want to integrate for
Mayan.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, you
do
just
I
need to adjust your New
drink
Year's
blood,
resolutions,
sacrifice,
You know,
pyramid.
because what things that you feel that you may need to change within this society, maybe you go over there and they're celebrated, so it ruins everything, you know?
Yeah, right.
Just
Yeah.
one more thing to wrap this up. What about we pitch this idea?
Mm-hmm.
We, the three of us, we get fun GoFundMe go-goes, and we do it for the podcast, and we actually do it one year. We
It's
go,
like Hamish and Andy's gap year.
yeah, but it's like
New
New
Year's.
Year's
Better.
Eves,
Yeah.
and we go through how many parties are we going to go to?
Yeah.
32.
32, all around the world.
Man, I think
Do we
could
get
do that.
older every year?
Oh, that's true.
Well, and the other thing is, before we do wrap
That's
it
true.
up, I think that the old New Year celebration, BC, what could be, heathenistic pagan celebrations. Actually, I think that the calendar's been rearranged to further reflect pagan ritualistic celebrations, but
Absolutely.
the
Yes.
old New Year's was typically the start of spring.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
gotcha. And that's what
First day of
we're
spring.
sacrificing all the virgins and goats, yeah?
Yeah.
First day
to the
of
volcano.
spring. It's I guess that sort of makes sense. You've done the cycle. Things are being born again
Yeah.
in a sense. But
Yeah.
but when it comes down to New Year's resolutions, every day's a new year.
It is.
You don't need to wait till next year
Nah.
to do one better for yourself.
Today's the first day of the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Exactly. And while we do need to excel at try to push ourselves to be the most integral versions of ourselves that we can be, at the same time, may as well just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Cut loose.
Live a little.
Let your hair
You know,
down.
or
Yeah.
just you're all right. You're perfect as you are.
Have a cocktail.
You know,
And chill out.
Yeah. Become an alcoholic.
relax. Have a bit of faith.
Come with us on this journey.
Now that music is
So bloody fucking science.
so bloody science.
Yeah, so I've been mostly questioning everything that's said. ever.
Especially science.
Especially history, science.
And
politics, medical field.
Yeah.
Question everything.
Day
Believe nothing.
Horizon lines, the works.
And this one's, I just don't know the science behind it.
Okay.
I can't figure it
Let's sort it out.
out. Let's sort out fossil fuels,
Yep.
gas, how it's all bloody made and formed.
Yeah.
I want to know. Because they say, you look it up, how gas and oil are formed. And you go to the images and they give you the cut
Scale.
yeah, like a cut piece of the
the pie.
yeah.
Pie slice.
No, like a cut section of the earth.
Okay, yeah.
Layer upon layer
Cutaway.
upon
Yeah,
layer.
gotcha.
So petroleum and natural gas formation.
Yep.
We're looking at 300 to 400 million years ago. Tiny sea plants and animals died and were buried on the ocean floor. Over time, they were covered by layers of silt and sand.
Okay, like a flood. So to
Well,
speak.
all right. This is the first question. Set of questions.
Okay,
The tiny sea plants and animals died.
gotcha.
What killed all of these? Like, it must have been a massive event
It's for one layer.
for a layer in an area where the
Yeah,
gas is
gotcha.
going to eventually.
Okay, I've got some theories.
But when you die in the ocean, have you ever seen like a whale's guts come out?
Yeah,
Right,
blubbers up.
it's innards.
Yeah.
Right, everyone's feasting on that.
They all get it.
By the time the skeleton hits the deck, it's clear skull.
been,
It's
yeah.
like it's been eaten by every bloody sucker,
Yeah,
swordfish,
Muncher.
muncher, crab,
Yeah.
seagull.
picker. Yeah, you're
So
right.
it hits the bottom of the ocean,
Yeah.
and it's bones basically.
Yeah,
So there's got to be a shit tin of bones and whatnot
down there.
to make a layer
Gotcha.
and then no animal eats it. It's all organic. All the plants,
Yeah, okay,
seaweed.
breaks down, yeah, gotcha.
But seaweed breaks down,
Okay.
especially in the ocean. Like the organic matter, like just gets eaten by little smaller.
En masse, yeah.
So what's covered all these animals all at once?
That's a very good question.
And how many, like, how long does it take for bones in the ocean to
Oh, you
to
see
grow?
bones like we're pulling like
Land. You
allegedly
don't
pulling dinosaur bones out.
You
They're,
don't
like,
find that
eons.
in the oceans though. Fossils.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
usually like entrapped in a rock, and then you pull the fossil. The fossil
pit.
is like already encrusted into a rock. Like it's had its all, like the impression of it's there, but nothing else is left. And you're not getting crude oil out of a rock when you find it on the bloody beach, are you?
You wouldn't think so.
No, you don't.
And then we've got like oil formation, right? So this is like fossil fuels, as in like this is the dinosaurs.
Yeah, gotcha.
You know, oil is dinosaurs,
Yeah.
right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Just please write in and tell me how stupid I am. That's fine.
You got. I mean, you could Google it, but
Well, dead and decaying organic matter. So that's forests.
yeah, okay. I've got a little
you got-
theory there.
Yeah, go on.
I've got a theory.
Yeah.
That you go back billions of years and everything else was bigger. Everything's bigger.
Yeah, true.
So you got like bigger this, bigger bones, bigger this, bigger that. Bigger trees.
True story.
Right? The trees, like, let's just say, cut down, fall down, go extinct, do whatever. Like environmental changes and
A lightning rod. Pushes
whatever
down
it
all,
is.
yeah.
Then the roots and the rotting everything turns into its own layer. The root system already buried. And then the roots liquefy, turn into some kind of crude thing that now we're using as a.
Well, now we need we need the dead shit. Then we need something to go on top of it over a couple of million years, or a
I'll
mud
take
flood.
I'll take it one step further. They rot out the crude goods that is from the roots, clears away, thus leaving tunnels. And there's that answers some of the tunnels underneath the Earth's surface. These endless caves were once ancient root systems forged by the root over time.
Hey, that's not bloody bad,
Right?
actually.
Then you got your oil seeping down to the bottom layers because it's over billions of years. It's getting through all the layers and making a bloody layer on the bottom, right?
And you don't
Mixing
know
with the
you don't
bones.
know how right you are.
I don't.
Because that's what
There's no way to know.
you know, if you've got dry land and you want to get some water into the
Root
soil,
system. You got to drill down.
well, you put a tree in.
Yeah,
And then-
right.
or like
And then
a
that
weed.
becomes the delivery system.
It's like a taproot weed. They're the ones that break up the ground. Then they die, and then the
yeah,
stem rots, and then the water. It's a cave system.
yeah. Yeah.
So you're talking about these huge Californian reds, cedar bloody
You
trees.
gotcha. Ancient trees,
Trees.
maybe. Could. Well, that answers one of the layers, but doesn't answer that bottom layer.
I just want to know, like, okay, what event happened to push over all the Triceratops?
Or what about I propose this to you?
Okay.
That in the days before, let's just say, the ancients talk about a time before the moon, right?
Yes, they do.
Then let's just say, this is just throwing out some wackadoodle theories. The moon was introduced to our atmosphere.
Yes.
Okay? When it comes in, the Earth has got a certain time to settle in, because you know how it creates the tides and it does this. So all of a sudden, the moon comes in, the tides go, fuck! Spill out, cause this flood, and there's giant swelling of all the liquid on Earth, thus swelling the mud up and the sediment and all the softy, juicy innards, right? That swells up, burying everything on the top surface, creating more surfaces.
Yes.
Right? And then when it all settles and seasons, a couple of million years goes past, moon is now stabilised.
Let me set the scene for you, right? You got all these dinosaurs on the beach and they're just chilling out doing their thing.
Yeah.
The moon comes in, like you said.
Yeah.
First big tsunami comes.
Yeah.
Pushes all the dinosaurs
Into
like a hole.
Yeah, okay.
And
Lowest point.
Lowest point. And then they might
Then they
settle,
sediment.
and then the mud sediment maybe.
Yeah, so mixed in with those bones, because it happens so
Trees,
quick,
organic meat, yeah.
then you got your organic mix, thus creating the crudeness that is the oil.
Look, and some people say that this dinosaur method's a bit
Conspiracy theories.
hokey pokey.
Yeah, right.
They're
Creationists.
they're saying that I think it might be Rockefeller, that came up with the term fossil fuels.
Yeah, right.
To make it sound like it was a
Natural occurring.
No, it's like it's going to run out. It's not infinite.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was dinosaurs and
There's not many of them.
matter.
Eventually
and
gonna
it
use
takes
it.
like hundreds of millions of years.
So it's too
to
much
do it.
time.
But what they are really saying, the tinfoil hat guys,
Yeah.
are saying that oil and gas naturally form. It's like a chemical reaction, and it's renewable, and it just happens in the earth, and oil forms. It's like a goose. It's like a
blood.
It's like like a blood.
Okay.
But I'm not wearing that tinfoil hat. I don't have any degrees. I'm not a scientist, and I mainly get my information from YouTube.
Fact.com.
Good on me.
Fact checker. I mean, fact
You
checker.
go fact yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Huh?
All right.
Yes. Okay. So then, I reckon I've posed a couple of theorems.
I like the new moon.
New moon, root
messing up
system,
with
giant
the
tree,
yes.
cave system.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because I do spend a lot of time thinking about it.
For sure.
It's good to have an outlet to say it.
What else would we do?
Well, you don't shut me down. Most people say shut up.
Well, it's a back and forth yes and
Yeah, it's
scenario
like
on a podcast.
People ask you two questions like, "Who are you?" and "What are you doing here?"
Do we have a
But,
right to be here?
Yeah, okay, that's debatable. And like, can I just say, like, let's like an environmental solution where we're so full of ourselves that we think the world's dying, and what it actually is that the world that we know that stabilizes our life, maybe that part's dying, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay without us, right?
It's gonna be
it's going to
fine.
forge on. It's going to turn into another world. So if it is a couple of degrees hotter, that's the world.
Yeah.
We just don't get to be in it.
Seems like
So
it's...
are we doing this just to save our own asses?
But you remember when they said global warming? But
Yeah.
now it's cooling down, so it's climate change.
Yeah, it is.
It's like it's
It
cooling
is.
down, I think.
It has changed a lot. I think it is. And also they did a reading on other planets, and all the planets going up by the same degree of heat at the same time. So are that RVs on Mars? Think about that fucking one.
You
Fucking
fucking
stick that in your foil hat and cook it in the oven.
Smoke it.
180
Like fucking cone
degrees.
on.
Anyway, there you go. So science.
Yep. We've done it again.
So
Science.
in inverted commas. Yeah.
So.
So.
We're not the best at it.
Sounds of Falling Down the Stairs best of compilation with such classics as Who could forget Betty Withers' trip down 3 flights?
And your emergency stairwell favorites. Little Johnny's Fall from the Banister. All these classics and more. Purchase your copy of Falling Down the Stairs Best Of compilation from all participating step manufacturers today.
Snooze review
2.0.
Let's hear another one. Snooze reviews.
Jeez, haven't done this for a while.
I sure haven't. But I sat down and bloody watched.
Top Gun?
No, Avatar.
Oh,
But the old one.
Gotcha.
Gotcha, right? And the whole time I'm hearing your voice go, this sucks. This sucks. So I'm trying to sieve out your voice in my head while also trying to sieve out whether it sucks or not.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I know you hate it. It doesn't excite me about the new one that's out. I think that's going to be a complete and utter snooze review.
It was
it's
three and a
taken
half.
too long. It's
Three and a
like
half
Dr.
hours long.
Dre's Detox. It's we waited too long and then
Yeah, we
it's,
don't want
it's
it.
not going to be good. We didn't even want it to start off with.
Can you call Avatar 1 a good movie when all it is he basically got a magazine, cut out a gremlin, cut out a fucking Smurf, cut out a bloody and a Pocahontas.
He
Sugar it
definitely
up,
Pocahontas
montage
did.
it.
But there's, like, I'm watching it with different eyes now. There's a couple of things that have been put in there that we've heard since that you just go, oh yeah, like the Tree of Life, the tree in the center of the thing, the Middle Earth kind of thing.
Unobtainium.
That's whackadaka doodle.
I think it is an actual element though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Unobtainium.
Something like that.
Fuck that. If that's real, look that up.
I'll go fact
that's
myself.
a snooze review.
I'll go fact myself.
Please let that be real because that's so dumb.
Is
That means that scientist type guys need a writer. Do you know what I mean? You
Yes.
can't just go and say it's the John Simpson star system just because John discovered it. We need a better thing. We need a better system like the Exelon-Adonium system.
Yeah, the Scoville scale is like, but Mr. Scoville.
Yeah, it's Johnny Scoville. It's like Lord Sandwich all over again. I don't like it. Snooze review on that. But watch the old Avatar.
Yeah.
Through the eyes of a 10-year-old.
Okay.
Exciting.
Okay.
It had a thrill to it.
If you've never seen all Pocahontas, Smurfs,
it's good.
Terminator, what's that one? With
The other one.
Aliens with Sigourney
Any
Weaver.
James Cameron vehicle.
When I saw Sigourney Weaver trying to act tough smoking a ciggy.
She was pretty shit in that. She's pretty shit. I'm with you. It's shit, right?
Yeah.
But it got a cheap couple of thrills. That got more thrills than the Three Amigos. I played the Three Amigos.
Oh yeah.
And through the eyes of a 10-year-old on that one, you too. Like I had to, premise all the jokes, tell him what's going on.
Okay, yeah.
And when they sing and they do this and they do that, he thought he was in for a different type of movie. But he won in the end.
He must have loved the talking bush.
Yeah.
Okay. The term unobtainium was used in the core in 2003 and also in James Cameron's 2009 movie Avatar.
Okay.
As the name of the valuable substance in Avatar is room to preserve. Is it real though? Is it real?
I don't think so.
It might be.
Who did the core?
That was a movie.
By who though?
I don't know.
Whom?
It doesn't look like it's real.
Snooze review. Snooze review on that one. Okay.
I backed myself, I was wrong.
That was definitely weak. And like when you got a team of writers, like write harder. I say this to George Lucas all the time. Like, quit because you're shit.
Well, you know the story behind him is like he had the space brain ideas, but then his editor, his female partner, was the true genius behind the editing.
Okay.
Like saying, no, let's put hair on the Chewbacca.
Okay, because I was going to say, is that where the name of Chewbacca came from? Because he liked to chew back out.
And this is what James Cameron's like. Too much success is a bad thing. Like some of those writers in the writing room should have been going,
Unobtainium. Well, we'll just leave it at that for now, and then we'll circle back.
And so the bad guy's just going to cut the tree down, is he? He's not going to mine with the mining equipment he's got and just go underneath the tree to get the unobtainium? Can't we just dig a tunnel?
With those big tractors?
Yeah.
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 And then I did find a glitch in the Avatar timeline.
Right.
One of the other scientist avatars in the big battle scene gets shot and wakes up in the pod because his avatar has been shot and killed.
Yes.
He wakes up. Then the last scene when they're ushering out the humans from the planet, they're like,
Get out of here.
getting rid of him. He's there as an avatar. Then they're ushering him down the lines because he's in the background and you see him because he's wearing the same clothes. So his avatar's back. Not possible because of the timeline. You got to grow the avatar.
Yeah.
That hasn't grown in 15 minutes.
They don't have backup avatars.
Then they cut to the opposite angle where you see where they're going to, and he's in the background again, ushering him.
Yeah.
Same costume.
They're not very good.
Flawed. Snooze review.
Yeah. Well, what did you give it?
I gave it 5 Smurfs out of possible 10.
5 Smurfs.
5 Smurfs.
And that's just because you were watching it as a 10-year-old.
Through the eyes of a 10-year-old, I give it a 5. 5 Smurfos.
But it's so long.
It's too long. We watched it in 2 halves.
Aha.
So it was digestible.
Intermish.
We had an intermish of about 3 weeks. And that happens a lot where it's like, all right, it's bedtime. I get rid of it. Do we watch the end of Avatar before we start the other one? It's like, no, let's watch Avatar 2, Electric Boogaloo. Electric Boogaloo.
Hey, that's not too bad, actually. I'm trying to get through Star Wars Andor.
Andor? What do you think? What's your review?
I've got to say...
Shit.
No.
Okay.
I think that Star Wars should be left in the hands of the people that know how to write Star Wars.
I agree.
And Andor seems like a proper Star Wars franchise. Story.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Like a good, meaty... it's back and forth. We got to go do on this mission. I got to get this laser. I got to build this thing.
But not many laser guns. No laser swords, and not like it's espionage.
Well, it seems like the Empire, they're competent.
Yes, very capable.
Capable,
but
like
arrogant.
Assassins.
Yeah, but arrogant.
Yeah. Oh,
they can't see past their own
egos.
Achievements.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the good part about it is after they do the next season, they're going to go, we're calling it.
Yeah.
No more Andor, because the last bit of Andor in the next season is going to go straight into Rogue One.
Oh, yeah.
And we're back into the movie franchise.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
So we have to
It's just a link.
You have to fix your shitty movies by doing
a shit TV series and then pumping everybody up. But like we're gonna get sick of it. Like how many superheroes
I
movies
can't
you're
see.
not gonna
I don't
watch?
want to see Superman or Batman.
No, Mason's like, can we watch a Marvel movie? I'm like, no. No one will waste me bloody time.
Don't want Disney rotting your mind, son.
Yeah, well, it's everywhere. It's all
what about
lies.
this? Should we watch Star Wars and or go to the movie? Go to the movies.
Or it's getting like that. Yeah, and then how long until they completely tongue-in-cheek it? Like we're going to go like Star Wars, a Star Wars story, and then we follow like a stormtrooper. And
I'm
tongue-in-cheek,
pretty sure they did that in the
bloody
Boba Fett when all the bad boys. They've got all the cool, colourful speeder bikes.
Oh, that's Mandalorian. That's
total fucking
Boba Fett.
total joke.
It is a bit of a joke.
What's that planet? Tatooine.
Yeah.
There's no colours on Tatooine.
No, there isn't. No,
It looks
it's all
like
tan.
Voltron.
It's all tan, beige, and mid-tone brown.
And then these robots or something? They're androids or whatever.
Yeah.
Cyborgs.
Yeah.
And they've all got their cool. I'm the pink cyborg.
Well,
I'm the blue cyborg.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm Voltron.
Yeah.
I'm what you call it? Power Ranger.
It's
the Power
Rangers.
Rangers. Then they proceed to do the slowest
chase scene. It was pretty slow.
Ever.
Pretty slow.
Pretty bad. Do a classic 1950s speed up. make it look faster. You know where you used to do Batman 66, speed up the Batmobile, make it look faster?
Why is Boba Fett good now?
He's not.
He is.
Nah, he's not.
Well, he's like the head of the crime family of Tatooine, but he just goes around bloody not doing crimes.
Yeah.
Why isn't he more of a prick?
Because he's in the midst of a takeover.
He's in the midst of a Disney fucking
takeover. Yeah, he is. And like, what's he going to do? Take off his armor and he's got tits now? Like, where are we going with this?
Now, again, like he falls into the Sarlacc pit.
Sure.
Boba Fett in Part 3, Return of the Jedi, and then Boba Fett show comes out and he goes, "Oh yeah, his Mandalorian armor saved him. He was able to climb out of the Sarlacc pit."
Correct.
But then later on, he goes bloody back in there to find his armor. Remember, he flies down. Anyway,
does he though?
Sean's here.
Okay, we watched a different show. All right, there you go. Hooroo.
Fantastic news. It's over.
Yeah, that's the end of it. You made it to another episode, and we made it, nevertheless.
Yeah, we did. No, it was a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, 2023. It's already looking
halfway through it already.
Oh, mate, probably are. You know,
it's February.
And the weather's good.
All right, that's enough of that.
Yeah, right.
All right, thanks for listening. I'm Jazz Bod.
I'm Tim Taco. See you next time. And we're out.